Vincent.
Hi Hilary, thanks for taking part in this video. I'm going to jump straight in with a question. We saw a new backstory for Divatox in a recent Power Rangers comic. Basically, Astronema scarred this character, which resulted in her having to wear a mask all the time and having her memories wiped. That character became Divatox. What's your reaction to that new backstory?
Well, thank you for your question. I had no idea that I was in a comic book where my face got to face and my memory was wiped, and I'm really pissed. I already wear a scar because my one eye is all messed up, which they've never told me why. So now I have a whole face that's to face. I'm going to have to wear a full mask, and I won't even remember to put it on because I don't have a memory. That sounds horrible. So what I would do, if I'd known, I would have carried my little wish coin that I found again, and then I would wish that Astronema would disappear and that she would not be powerful anymore. So sorry to Melody, I would definitely wish that upon you if you're gonna, deface my face.
Melody Perkins needs to look out. Well, thanks for answering that question. For the viewers out there, what have you been up to?
So, what have I been doing lately? Let's see, in the last 20 years. I acted for a very long time. I did Star Trek, and I've been on everything from Golden Girls to, Scanner movies where my head explodes. And I kind of retired to Newport Beach, and I live on
Oh, that's nice.
And I surf, and I stand-up paddle, and I exercise, and I knit, and I really love it. But once in a while I get a call from Lifetime, so I've been doing a lot of Lifetime movies with Vivica Fox and Eric Roberts, and I'm in a lot of these movies called The Wrong Roommate, The Wrong Housewife, The Wrong Teacher. I'm in I think about 10 different ones of those, and they're on all the time, and they have a huge following. And then I just shot two more movies for Lifetime, and I don't know when they're coming out. One is called Bad Mom, and I don't know if that's The Wrong Fiance, I think. I don't know.
That really is a lot.
I can't keep up with it. So once in a while I shoot some movies, which is fun, and I love to travel, which I haven't done in the last year. I actually went to Fiji last October for a big birthday of mine, and I broke my leg in 9 places and my foot, and had to be airlifted out of this tiny private island, and I was actually incapacitated in a wheelchair and all that stuff until March when COVID came. So I've been in the house since last October, and I really cannot wait. My shot kicks in on the 24th, and I'm going to go somewhere, I don't know where. I'm going to do something really fun to a point, because I still have to wear a mask and be careful. But anyway.
Yeah, I think that's what many of us are going to do once we have our jabs. Just go somewhere, get out of the house. Well, thanks for taking the time to talk with me. I appreciate you taking the time to do this video, and I'm sure the fans out there will have enjoyed this little intro from you.
Thank you so much, and I hope everything's great with you, and big kiss, and oh yeah, fire the torpedoes! Bye!
That's brilliant. Right, as per the ending of Heir to Darkness, here comes issue number 6 of the Power Rangers comic by Boom Studios. We begin 12 years ago, and this is when Corone got kidnapped. However, the story isn't making any sense. It is said her parents were servants of Dark Spectre, and then the Power Rangers arrived. The Rangers invaded and destroyed Corone's family. Corone was then placed into Ecliptor's care, and he trained her up, as we saw in Power Rangers Unlimited, Heir to Darkness. So this twisted version of the story was actually told by Ecliptor, and that was the lie that was fed to Corone. So Ecliptor knows that S.P.D are transporting Jason, Zack and Astronema to the nearest spaceport, where they will be extradited. Ecliptor wants to form an alliance so that they can rescue the Rangers and Astronema. The reason why Ecliptor needs Trini's help is because if Dark Spectre finds out Astronema and Ecliptor failed, they're doomed. Over to Astronema now. While pretending to sleep, she has sharpened screws ready to attack. But Jason knows what she's up to, so she abandons that idea. Jason tries to tell Astronema that not all Rangers are bad guys. She, however, thinks that they are. The Rangers just care about saving their own lives like everyone else. She says at least she's honest about what she is. We then see the Maglev transport carrying the Rangers and Astronema away. There are photonic countermeasures in place in each cell, so nobody is busting out. Xi can't teleport Trini and Ecliptor aboard because the maglev is travelling too fast for them. So it's the old western way. They have to jump aboard the moving train. Once they board the train, S.P.D climb onto the roof to engage Trini and Ecliptor. He copies himself to hold off S.P.D while Trini makes her way to the prisoner compartment. While that's happening, S.P.D decides to take out the Rangers' escape route, so they fire on the skiff that Xi's still piloting. That results in the skiff crashing into the side of the maglev. Trini makes her way into the prisoner compartment, and Zack is happy to see her. He even tells Astronema he's sorry they have to leave her behind. That's when Trini tells him that actually, Astronema is going with them. Before Trini can break them out, the guard attacks her. After Trini was knocked to the ground, Jason pulls the guard into the photonic cells which fries the guard's armour. Trini's impressed that he could do that without killing him. Now we see Drakon. He's paid a visit to Fendrick. Last time Fendrick tried to con Zack out of a fusion converter. Drakon's here because he wants that fusion converter, so the Spectrum 2 can be repaired and he can get off the planet. Fendrick denies he cheated Zack out of the converter, and that's when Yale steps in. Yale scares Fendrick into agreeing to hand the fusion converter over to Drakon. But that's not all Drakon wanted. He wants to discuss business with Fendrick. Back on the maglev, Trini frees Jason, Zack and Astronema. Once freed, Jason and Zack morph. They head to the roof of the compartment, but before Astronema leaves, she sees part of the guard's face through the broken helmet. She seems shocked. On the roof, Trini realises the skiff isn't there. The Rangers and Astronema are fired upon by the drones. Jason protects Astronema from getting shot, and he says to her, "Don't say I never did anything for you." Zack uses his weapon to take out a drone. Jason uses his to take out the other. Astronema then points her gun at Jason. He tells her he won't stop her and removes his helmet so she can look him in the eyes when she pulls the trigger. And then we see the guard return about to strike Jason. Astronema pulls the trigger and it shoots the guard, causing him to fall off the maglev. Jason asks why Astronema did that. She repeats Jason's earlier words and says, "Don't say I never did anything for you." Ecliptor and Xi have waited long enough for Trini and the others. They've done their part in holding up S.P.D, so Ecliptor separates the maglev so S.P.D can't get to them. Ecliptor is reunited with Astronema, and she tells him she was forced to dispose of an S.P.D agent. Trini tells them the next time they see one another, they will finish this. And then Ecliptor and Astronema teleport away. With that over, Xi and the Rangers teleport back to Spectrum 2 to finish the repairs. Given that we saw Astronema reintroduced in issue number 5 and we saw her backstory in Heir to Darkness, this felt like a good cameo from the Princess of Evil. But was there really any point to it? She just showed up in the last issue to fight the Rangers. In this issue, Ecliptor just retrieved her and they teleported away. Are we going to see Astronema again within the story arc? It was certainly nice to see this tie in with Heir to Darkness, but is that the only reason Astronema appeared in these last 2 issues? I just feel like there could be more to her story. She looked shocked when she saw part of the guard's face. What was up with that? If we put Astronema aside, I think this issue was still alright. There was plenty of action, and we saw that Drakon is up to something again. What is it this time? Is he going to try and take over the universe again? I'm looking forward to find out what business he has with Fendrick.